everybody, it's your girl Savon, and you're tuned into I'll Grab the Wine. I'll Grab the Wine is a show for the girls and the gals who sometimes need a little wine to say what's on their mind. Here we celebrate success, blackness, and womanhood. So grab a glass and listen fast, and I'll grab the wine. You guys, you see, I don't have that stuff. I already took a COVID test or whatever. But I have been fighting a cold, and I've been scared to go out in public because, you have a regular cold, and people is looking at you like, coronavirus! And now everybody's staring at me in the store just because I have a little, just whatever. I'm getting over it. I'm sniffling a bit, a little congested as well, but I am excited for who we have on today, y'all. Well, before we get into that, let me take a breath and shout out our sponsors. Shout out to Say My Name Media. Are you looking to increase your online presence? Be sure to check out Say My Name Media for all your graphic, web design, photography, and videography needs. Shop Face Off Boutique, where everything on the site is $30 or less. That's beauty on a budget. www.faceoffboutique.com. Could you see your product on the show? Contact us today for advertising with Complete. www.completemagazine.com. Y'all, I am so excited to bring on this guest, Chasity Samone. I first heard about her probably when I first moved down here, about 6-7 years ago, and they were like, Chasity, it's Chasity, like she's the model down here, like she's the person that is helping in the modeling industry, that's putting everybody on, like she's putting on for Dallas. Then I must have looked at her daggone pictures and I said, oh, and I see why. It's giving what it's supposed to give. So she's going to tell us a little bit about her as soon as I bring her on. So excuse y'all cousin forehead, and here we go. I'm already sniffing. Hey girl.
Hey girl. How's it going?
It's the beat for me.
Oh, period. Thank you, girl.
No, I'm feeling it. Hold on, let me see. Like that, like so. All right, girl. I'm so thankful that you're on. Thank you for being patient with me.
No problem.
Yeah, my sniffles are trying to get it together, and I was like,
I just heard you were sick. I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better soon.
Thank you. I was like, I'm trying not to sound congested and hoarse. If I'm gonna have to pick a struggle. So I put myself together. But can you tell everybody who you are and what you do?
So, hello guys. I am Chasity Samone, and I am a model.
Y'all, this is the modest introduction that I've ever heard in my entire life.
Why everybody say that every time I introduce myself?
Because,
like, girl,
you're not just a model. Y'all, she's in Playboy, and she freaking killed it. Like,
thank you. I'm also a Playboy model, a playmate. February 2020 is my month. It's my month in my year. And I also did the cover of Italy Playboy. So, yeah.
Girl, what a great month. I feel like great people are born in February.
Oh, are you? Okay. Big period. I'm April. I'm an Aries, so
You're an Aries. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so, y'all, I met her at Texas International Hair Show. And it was like energy, like as soon as I met her. And I said, why? So now that I know you're an Aries and I'm an Aquarius, I said it all makes sense.
We do get along and stuff. I love Aquarius.
Yes, okay, come on.
Aries, Jane.
Hold on one second, y'all. I'm congested, and that's me. That's my announcement. Okay, y'all. Today, we will be talking about get your money, good sis. And the reason we'll be talking about that is because in 2020, women ages 25 to 34 earned 93 cents for every dollar a man made in the same age group on average. The pay gap in America is real. Demanding your worth is something we as women have to advocate for, especially my sisters. We have to have this discussion because whatever you bring to the table is valuable and should be treated as such. So that's why about that. And to lead into the discussion, I first want to talk about knowing your worth. So could you tell us how you got started in your industry?
So I got started in 2012 or 13. I'm not for sure which year, but so I got started because um, my friend, I didn't know her at the time. Her name was Ashley. She posted a club picture of me and my friends on Facebook and was like, "Who's the girl in the silver shirt?" And so people started like commenting my name and saying, "Oh, that's Chastity," and so she reached out to me and she was like, "Oh, I would love to do a photo shoot with you. Have you modeled before?" And I was like, "No, but I'm down." So yeah, that's how I got started. So once I did that first photo shoot, I like never stopped. I just kept going, and then I moved to New York, and then that's where I gained like my Chasity Samone name and stuff like that.
Awesome. So did you ever like before that you never considered modeling? You never considered anything like it?
Yeah, I actually did. I did because I forgot. You know how when you grow up and you forget your dreams because it's like I don't know where to start. I don't know how to get to it. So it's just like you forget and you just go whatever way that the wind blows you. So, but I did grow up and wanting to be a model because I was reminded through like my sister's friends and my sisters and stuff, and it's like you always said you wanted to be a model. I was like, I did.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah.
How was New York briefly? Because I'm curious, honey.
I love New York. New York is the city. I love New York. I was there for 3 years and it was just, I don't know, it was just so many opportunities and just literally you could be your own self. Everybody is their self and everybody's trying to do the same thing, get, make their dreams possible. So it was great. And everybody around me was great. So it was a blessing to be there.
That's beautiful. That's awesome. I've only been to New York once. I want to go again because I was so young when I went. But
Did you love it?
did I'm so southern though. Like I liked it, but I was like, this isn't a place for me to live. Like I kind of knew that when I got there. The only place that I've ever been that I was like, I could live here was Georgia, and that's probably because I'm just like a southern.
A southern girl, yeah, facts. No, yeah, it's definitely a culture. It was a culture shock to me. So it's definitely, and then everybody like making fun of you because I got that accent. So it's just like say this, and I'm just like, all right.
And it's like we don't even notice that until I get up there, and then I'm just like, I want y'all to say words because
Exactly.
and y'all are talking about me, but neither here nor there. I love me some New York, and I'm gonna go again, girl. I'm gonna get on the plane. I'm scary, but I'm gonna get me.
Yes. You scared? Scared of flights?
I'm scared, girl.
Me too. I ain't gonna lie. I used to love flying, but I don't know. I don't. It's not. I don't really like it anymore.
I think okay, because I could go off on that, but let me stay on task because I got to get to the girlies to understand their worth. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's how you got started in your industry. When did you decide you needed to be paid for your services? Because I know personally, when I first started doing like speaking gigs, I was like, I don't talk to everybody, and I just want them to hear me talk. And so then I was just like, then somebody came to me and was like, no, you're talented and you're supposed to have people pay you for that. So did you have, or like what happened?
So in the beginning, of course, no, I was doing like waters and I was doing like what is it called, TFP, trade for pictures type of thing, because I was building my portfolio. So I didn't have the money to pay the photographers or the makeup artists, and then so it was like a trade type basis thing. But then like once I think it was this job in New York when I lived in New York, and they gave me like a contract, and they was like, we're gonna pay you $18 an hour, and it was like a long day, but it was like all the work that I did. I was like $18 an hour, fuck no. I was like, I ain't doing that no more.
I know that's right.
So I came up with my rate that I felt like was good for me, and after that I was like, okay, yeah. Let's get this money.
So how did you okay, so I know that in the beginning it's really difficult. Well, I can only speak for myself. It was really difficult for me to say okay, charge this. Okay, charge that. It's hard for me to put a number to the work. I think in a similar aspect, I had to do something at a low price to say, maybe that's not the number. So, how do you number?
So for me, it was that right client who was like, this is what I'm offering you. You know, and if I wanted to negotiate, but I couldn't, I was like, damn, you give me this? Okay, so maybe this is what I'm worth, you know? So it took that one client to offer me the amount of money that I was like, damn, okay, I am worth this. This is what, you know, and then you calculate it from that. Or you can just be you get your other peers, you know, like a mentor. What was you paying when you was doing this at this time? What was your rate? You know, and you just gain knowledge from the people, your peers, the people that surround you.
Yeah. I think that's another thing that's important is that you have to have people that are really willing to be open, honest, and share, because a lot of people, they get in their industry and now girl,
grab the wine.
Because I'm gonna let her have that, whoever that was.
See, that's another thing, bros. I mean, people don't want to teach people. You know, they want to harbor all the knowledge to themselves, but you know, you got me. I write I did my first ebook. I've done many model workshops in New York, LA, and Dallas. I've done many because I just feel I wish I would have had somebody to teach me some basic tips or some basic training, some things to do when I first started. So, you know, okay, the girl has been in the game for a long time. Let me share.
Yeah, and I think it's just a beautiful thing in general for us as women to do. And, you know, I don't mind you getting your bag on the way, you know, to spreading the knowledge. I'm all for a good book. I'm all for a good seminar, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Really are supposed to pay for it if you really want it, because that just determines, you know, that kind of separates people from who want it and who say they do, is investing in their craft. So
exactly.
But it's another thing for girls to really be no, I'm not gonna tell you. You're gonna have to, you know, figure, oh girl, that's nasty.
That's mean. That's nasty. That is.
But
I don't know why people like
more
that.
common than not, and I hate to say it, but it's more common than not.
It really is. It really is. And that's scary.
Because
lend me a finger. Lend me a hand, please.
Let me be as transparent as possible, Miss Ma'am. Had I not run into you at the Texas International Hair Show, because, sweetie, I was going to find you. It was okay. I was going to find somebody who I was looking.
I love it.
I bumped into you. I had asked 2 other people.
At the show?
No. Because I've been trying to get to you, Miss Ma'am. And I was like, she's got to be on my show. And I would ask 2 other people, hey, can y'all just put me in with her? I don't really need nothing else. I can take it from here. Just talk to her real quick. I just want her to be on my show. I'm not.
Yes.
Oh, well, you're going to have to figure out that information on your own.
No, they did not.
Okay, Miss Vance, well, when I do, I'm going to let her know you said it.
Oh, yes, let me know who was it.
I'm talking about, I was like,
that's shady.
I'm like, I just need an email. Can I email good sis? Dang. I don't need her. Why don't you just introduce us so we don't have to go around like this?
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. It's closer than you think. It's people that are in your circle. Yeah, they may be willing to share with you, give or take sometimes. But then it's just literally, I talked to you at that show maybe for 5 seconds, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't take much to just kind of have this little, you know, this transparency now.
Right.
I mean, that's kind of what I mean by, you know, being in the industry and just people kind of shutting you down and shutting you out. But that doesn't mean that you're not worthy. That just means you need an avenue. So moving forward in that discussion, because I really do, I do like how you got there. It's just people that are around you kind of help you into knowing who you are and your worth. But how did you know when it was time to increase your prices?
Ooh. Today's price is not yesterday's price. Okay. How did I know? It just depends on like what. Every time I got like a huge gig, like say for instance, I did like the Wale video shoot, and I was like on TV wanting to up my price. You know, it's time to up my price. I'm a video vixen. I'm in music videos. You know, like when I did Kanye, I upped my price. I'm a Yeezy model now, so it's like, you know, if you gotta up your price every time you feel like you've reached a milestone or did something great, and you don't want to be too easy accessible, you up your price.
Oh, okay, and that's my next question. That was like a great segue into my next question. What role does exclusivity play in knowing your worth?
It plays a lot, because to know your worth, it means that you know that you can't be around just anybody, you know? If you know your worth, that means you are placing yourself, you know your future, you know where you want to end up. So the only thing, you've been very strategic on how you move. So you got to be exclusive, and you have to know exactly like, okay, I can't really work with this person because I'm trying to get over here. You know, so if you exclusive and you know your work, you can't work with everybody. It can't be no easy access.
Girl, you can't just be doing everything.
You can't just be doing anything. That's true.
Hold on.
See?
Some of y'all are not gonna like this, and that's okay. It's not to say that whomever is asking for work is a bad person. It's just whatever they have attached to them. It may not be in alignment with your assignment or your brand.
Right.
So personally, when I had first started out in my communications field, I would get a whole bunch of gigs, right? And when I first started out, I was like, okay, do everything, because you want to please everybody, right? And you want all of their coins. Mm-hmm. Then I started to realize, like, oh, hell no, this isn't worth it, because I got all of these people, and mind you, because I wanted all of them, I knew I wasn't getting paid my worth. So now, hypothetically, I'm charging you $100 for a service that I know for a fact is $400, and you're complaining about the service that you're getting when I know I'm servicing you at $400, but because you paid $100 for it, it doesn't seem like it's enough.
See, oh, that's the worst. That's the worst.
I know for a fact that you probably had to come up out of that too.
Yeah.
Like, what was the transition for you? Where you just like, where it clicked for you and like, I'm not gonna be good sis like that?
So my whole thing was, I can get I love coins. I love money. Money loves me, and and it could flow to me freely. It does flow to me freely, but it's just like, why would I work with this photographer when the work doesn't equate to all the work that you see on my page? So it's like, no, I would love that chick, but no.
That is a great point. And I don't know why, I just never seen it like that. Like that's a very valid point. So let's talk to the girlies who model, because I mean that resonated with me, and I don't model. Like tell us more about how do you get to the conclusion that I am valuable and nobody else can tell me that. Like I know who I am. Like how do you get to that?
It's literally just one of my favorite things, like quality over quantity, It's like, I know I don't need anybody else to tell me about me, because I know I can do it. God knows it's God's business too. So God knows, and He placed me here. And regardless if I do work with you or if you want to work with me, I still know who I am, and I'm still going to do it. It's really about consistency as well, and just knowing exactly what you want out of your brand, out of your hustle, out of your life. It's just knowing exactly what you want and going for it.
Period. I love that. That was a word, and that could have been for me. You could have been reading me, but I mean that's between me and my God.
Oh,
So, it could have been for me, but I'm moving forward. How can we as Black women ensure that we are being paid correctly for the services we render?
I think it's the same thing. I just feel like research and asking questions to people that you trust and people that you know that's in the business, and obviously if they want to give out their information. But yeah, I think it's just research and knowledge and asking questions. And don't be afraid to negotiate anything. Negotiation is a big thing. That's what I'm working on right now, like negotiation. So.
Oh, okay. This is gonna be our last little discussion because I can talk about negotiating. I just recently had to negotiate my worth, and I know that I'm a person that is working on finding their voice. I know a lot of people like to say, well, I'm shy. I'm really big on vocabulary. You're not shy, you're just finding your voice. So I know that I'm a person that has to find their voice and speak up for themselves. And I was about to let something slide, but I knew how much I was worth, and I knew how much my portion in this project was worth. And I knew that they couldn't find another me. I knew they couldn't find another me.
Period.
So I'm gonna stand on this. And then after the one of the people that were in the group, they circled back and they was like, "I'm glad you stood on that, like, because you were actually worth that." So how do you find your voice in your industry? Like, because I know that's something that I struggle with. Have you found your voice, or
I feel like I don't know if I found my voice. I just do feel like my work does speak for itself. But and me knowing that my work is great and I do a great job, it's like that is my voice. Like, like, well, this is this, and so I can't take that because this is what is going on over here. So I'm not sorry, not sorry, but we gonna have to get on the same page. So, but as far as my voice, I don't know. I'm trying to see. I mean, I just feel like my work does speak for itself, honestly. Hey, me girl. Oh, my friend.
I love and respect that. I know that, just kind of, I guess, not starting in my field, but, just kind of reestablishing myself in my field. I kind of struggle with, like, having to say, like, now, come on now.
Right. I feel like, when you first start off, you're way too nice because you really don't know, like, what to do, what direction you probably want to go in. So you probably just I was, like, super nice starting out, too. So, and I'm not going to say that I'm mean now. I'm still a very sweet, sweet girl. But, I do say no.
Okay, so I promise you, we're going to say this, then we're going to move forward because okay, so boom. I came up with this quote a long time ago, is that we as women, we as Black women, we walk a fine line between two B words, boss and bitch. And so I feel like we have to tightrope it all the time. How do you navigate through that? And do you care?
Oh, that's what I was about to say. I don't care. But I did get a bitch title, like, when I lived in New York, And I couldn't believe people was like, yeah, you're a bitch. But like, New York is so cutthroat. I had to be a bitch, I had to, like, kind of, like, I guess find my voice and, like, put my foot down on some things because I had, like, my manager, he was dragging me all across the world trying to make me do all this, I mean, it was a blessing at the time, but at the same time, it was just like, hey, hey, I'm a bitch. I don't care. But at the end of the day, this is my life. Mm-hmm. I'm the one who have to live my life. You're helping out with my career, but this is my life.
I was just I know that's right.
Girl, child.
But I'm finna tell somebody on what's tomorrow, Friday? I'm finna tell somebody, baby, this is my life. You helping
tomorrow, Thursday, girl.
It's Thursday?
Tomorrow, Thursday. You have your shows every Wednesday.
Listen.
What you drinking?
Girl, not enough, obviously. if it ain't Friday. I'm Martini and Ross, girl. I'm gonna get us there though. But conversation. That was really good, girl. So, just last things last to kind of wrap all the girlies up. What advice would you give to them to know their worth and to get their money?
Woo! Make that money. Don't let it make you. No, I'm just playing. But my advice would be to show the people, have quality, show the people exactly who you are by knowing about what you want to do in life. Show the people who you are, and once they see you, they ain't gonna have no choice but to write their check with whatever amount you want, and you probably even think less, and they're gonna give you, as long as that work is great and you really putting in work and you taking your time and you really you praying about this, the money gonna come. It always do. Just make sure you just stay focused with what you want to do, your brain, your hustle, whatever you want to do, because the money is going to follow for sure.
Girl, I'm telling you, you might have been talking to me. I don't know. I can't.
Hey, girl, I'm talking to you. You know I'm talking to you. I'm talking to me too. Shit.
That chat, and I wasn't ready.
I'm talking to me too.
I'm thankful, y'all. Okay, so all right, we're getting into my favorite portions. Now we're to I'll grab the wine. I'll grab the wine. It's story time. So I'll read a story that somebody wrote in, and we will share our advice. You'll go first. All right?
Okay.
Dear Sabine, girl, I hate my job. Been there. I have been here for a few months, and I left my old job that paid less to come here. Now I'm miserable. I don't know if it's because I'm not allowing it a chance to get better or if I absolutely hate my work environment. I can't tell if it's micromanagement disguised as a lot of teamwork or just the work environment here. But it's hard to tell if I was hired on for skill or to adapt. Whatever the case, my nerves are bad. Any advice?
Roll you a nice tight joint. Have you a nice. I'm just kidding. But
I'm bad because
I think. Oh my God, I don't know. I haven't worked a job in like so long, like 13 years, 12 years. So I can't really give it any advice. My only advice would be to quit and find a new job. And I don't know if that's bad advice or not. But hey, I'm not here to be anybody's therapist, but quit your job.
You said quit your job. See, and the crazy part is Lee and any one of my friends can tell you that I'm that friend that says quit because we can figure out how to make money. We can always figure out how to make money. As long as you're living and breathing, you are able to make money. So yes,
one of my good sisters say, as long as you got breath in your chest, breath in your heart, you have options to do whatever you want to do. You have options, and God always got your back if you pray to him. So,
girl.